Today, on America's biggest bargain sale, we're offering a Mercedes-Benz valued at $37,000 for $420. A powerboat worth $24,500 for $335. Two of the incredible bargains on Sale of the Century. And now, here's the star of our show, Jim Perry.
Thank you. Welcome to Sale of the Century. We've had a good week. Hope you were with us all week. We've had some great shows and a very fine champion. She is a delight. Laura Chambers, nice to welcome you back.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. You getting comfortable there?
I sure am. This is like old home.
Oh, well, that's good. Now, I don't want to put pressure on you, Laura, but as Jay said, you are very close. You've got $152 in your bank account, a win, and just $33. And the trip to Paris would be yours if you want to take it. Two previous champions got to this point and could not do it, could not make that win to get that trip. Confident?
Well, I'm hopeful. Let's put it that way.
You're a good player. We can only wish you well, Laura.
Thank you.
And here to introduce the challengers, Lee Menning. Hello, Lee. She is a good player.
Yes, she's wonderful, but then
Got some other good players.
we know about the girls. Yes,
Okay.
we've got some other good players.
she's
We have
still
other
rooting for
good
the
players,
girls.
I'll tell you. And the first one out is a guy, too. Our first contestant ran the Boston Marathon on a dare and finished. From Buffalo, New York, let's welcome Brad Auerbach.
Hello, Brad.
And our second contestant is a gourmet cook and can single-handedly cook for 300 people in 4 different styles of cooking. From Reseda, California, let's welcome Robin Panzarella.
Hi, Robin. All right, Lee. See you a little later with some bargain.
Okay.
You can cook for up to 300 people, Robin, in 4 different nationalities or styles of
Yes,
cooking?
I can.
Mike, how did you come by this talent? Have you done this before? Or
I don't know how I do it. It just sort of comes out right
what's
every
the
time.
hard? Well, what are the 4, first of all?
Thai, Italian, French, and Mandarin Chinese.
What's the hardest?
Thai, I think, because it's the newest.
Oh, that's good food, too. Good to have you here, Robin.
Thank you.
And Brad, the Boston Marathon on a dare,
Yeah.
and you finished. Had you been training for it, or?
Never ran more than about 18 miles. Just about a year ago that I did that.
And the marathon is how long?
It's 26.2 miles, Jim.
Why, and those last 2.2 you do remember, yes?
Just kind of in a flash, actually.
Nice to have you here with us as well. Good luck to all 3 of you, and you know how we do it. As I ask questions, if you answer correctly, we'll add $5 to your total. Answer incorrectly, and we subtract $5. Player with the most money at the end of the show is our champion. Gets to do some great shopping. Of course, Laura, possibly a trip to Paris. Robin and Brad trying to stop her. Let's check out the buzzers. Robin, if you will. Yours is working properly. Brad. And finally, the champion, Laura. All is well, $20 for all 3 players. Good luck, starting with this question. The assassination of Archduke Ferdinand is usually considered, Laura?
The beginning of World War I.
That is exactly right. First $5 for the champion, up to 25. Who played Henry Fonda's daughter in his last film on Golden... Robin?
Jane Fonda.
His real daughter, yes, that's a Golden Pond, Jane Fonda, and you're up to 25. In what sport can you be penalized for slashing, high sticking, Brad?
Ice hockey.
Ice hockey is exactly right, and all 3 players at $25. Yeah, you could be penalized for for slashing, high sticking, icing, and probably not for fighting with that sport. According to the old adage, he who hesitates is... Robin?
Lost.
Lost is right. Robin in the lead at $30. What is the fruit mentioned in the title of the old song, Yes, We Have No... Laura?
Bananas.
Bananas is right. Laura into a tie for the lead. Instant bargain time now. Player in the lead has an opportunity for some great bargain merchandise. We have a tie. Robin and Laura, you have a $5 lead over Brad. Only one of you can have this. So when you hear the low sale of the century price, hit your buzzer, and this is yours.
It's a new, innovative, portable keyboard that allows you to create your own melody variations on top of the programmed accompaniment. Furnished by Service Merchandise, and it's normally priced at $599, but you can buy it today for just $7 on Sale of the Century.
That is it's a wonderful item, but David, stop playing it. They'll never buy it. Robin and Laura, it's $599. You can have it for $7. You can have it for $6. You can have it for $6, and I will give you $200 in cash. That makes it $599. That's $799. I'll give you $300 in cash. $300 in cash. Robin will take it, and you've got it for $6. $300 in cash. $599. Good bargain. Of course, we take that off your score. And Robin, you trail by 6. Thank you. Jim Backus supplies the voice for this nearsighted Laura.
Mr. Magoo.
Mr. Magoo is right, champion up to 35. When a painter mixes blue with yellow, Brad.
He gets green.
He gets green indeed, and Brad is up to $30, pulling you within $5 of Laura. In the classic story that bears her name, this young Swiss girl goes to live with Laura.
Heidi.
Her grandfather and the goats. You are exactly right. Heidi it is, champion up to 40. Fame game now. Think of the fame game board with this question. Who am I? I was born in 1769 on a Mediterranean island. My parents were of Italian nobility. I attended French military schools, but my chief aim was to free my home from French control. I became the greatest military genius of my time. I married Josephine and Laura.
Napoleon.
That's right, Napoleon Bonaparte it is. Let's see who we've got up there on the board, first of all, Laura.
Today we have Conrad Bain,
Different strokes.
Lynn Redgrave,
Teachers only.
David Selby,
Falcon Crest.
Stephanie Zimbalist,
Remington Steele.
Peter Pan,
Walt Disney.
Joan Van Ark,
Knots Landing.
Pat Sajak,
Wheel of Fortune.
Missy Gold,
Benson.
and Hervé Villachez.
From Fantasy Island, Laura, as well you know, is our champion behind 8 of those famous faces. There are lovely prizes behind one of them, $25 in cash. Who do you want?
Well, I hope I'm lucky with the Wheel of Fortune and Pat Sajak.
And behind Pat Sajak, we have a nice barbecue. It's Arkla's Gas Grill with a large tempered viewing window plus an informative cookbook. The Pleasures of Gas Grilling, furnished by Arkla Industries.
But it's not the $25. We'll have another crack at that $25. Incidentally, Laura, you have enough money for that trip to Paris. But you must win. Says Laura. We'll be right back, says me. Thank you, Jay. Close game. Laura, the champion, $40. Brad, close behind at 30, and Robin certainly not out of it at 24. Name the Viking explorer who probably visited the New World. Robin.
Leif Erikson?
That's exactly right. The New World almost 500 years ago. Leif Erikson lives up to 29. According to the classic song, there's no business, Brad.
Like show business.
Like show business. Brad pulls her within $5 of Laura. From an old Algonquin Indian word, they were the beads that many North American Indians, Brad.
Wampum?
They use it as money. You're exactly right. And Brad is into a tie with Laura. Name the French bacteriologist who discovered the vaccine. Laura?
Pasteur.
For rabies, you're right. It is Pasteur, Louis Pasteur. Laura into the lead, again by $5. And again, we have an instant bargain. Laura, with a $5 lead, all by yourself. This could be yours.
A tea-serving cart imported from Italy, made of inlaid woods trimmed with brass, with compartments for beverages, furnished by Imports Direct, normally priced at $700. Yours today for only $11 on sale of the century.
It's just $11, Laura. You've got a tough decision to make, of course, because you're going for that trip with a $5 lead. Tell you what, Laura, I will drop that price to $7. $7, and that could be yours one time only. $7 and $500 in cash. Going once, going twice, no sale. No sale, hanging on to that $5 lead. Name the state capital, commonly called Beantown. Laura.
Boston.
Boston is right for number 5. In the funny pages, what is the title of the comic strip featuring Dagwood Bumstead? Laura again.
Blondie.
Blondie is the title. You're right, and the $15 lead. The Chinese believe its horn is an aphrodisiac. Robin.
The rhinoceros.
Very nicely done. The rhinoceros it is, and Robin stays close at 34. In the old story, what job was the Pied Piper hired to do, Brad?
He was hired to bring the rats out of the town.
Get rid of the rats is exactly right, and Brad is up to $45. A physical education instructor named James Naismith is credited with inventing a popular indoor sport in 1891. What sport? No, Naismith invented basketball. Basketball. As a matter of fact, he had intended to use boxes as the goals, but the janitor he sent to find them came back with bushel baskets. And that's why the name is basketball instead of boxball. We'll be back. And she leads by $10 now over Brad. Laura at 55, Brad at 45. Robin certainly not out of it at 34. There's the signal for the fame game with that big $25 still up there. Who am I? I am an actress-singer born in 1924 in Cincinnati with the last name Von Keppelhoff. By the early 40s, I was a vocalist with the Bob Crosby and Les Brown bands. Robin.
Doris Day?
That's right. Doris Day it is. Well, Robin, don't have to tell you the importance of this right now. Who do you want?
I'd like Joan Van Ark from Knots Landing, please.
And behind Joan Van Ark, we have a gift certificate for books. If you or someone you know is a bookworm, this gift certificate is redeemable at any of Waldman Books' 800 stores, offering thousands of titles to suit almost every reading taste. Furnished by Walden Books.
And that's yours to keep no matter how you finish in the game. And that is a $500 book certificate, as a matter of fact. You buy some lovely books with that.
Thank
One
you.
more crack at the fame game coming up later. Right now, back with this question. It is the name given to the soft leather slippers worn by American Indians. Brad.
Those are moccasins.
Indeed, it is moccasins. Brad pulls it within $5 of Laura. This powerful organ is divided into 4 main chambers. The left... Brad.
That's the heart.
You're right. The left and right ventricles, the left and right atria. It is indeed the heart. We have a tie between Brad and Laura. Name the notorious bank-robbing couple played by Faye Dunaway and Brad.
Bonnie and Clyde.
That's right. And Warren Beatty, it is Bonnie and Clyde. Brad into the lead by $5. And for the first time in a long time, someone else has a crack at a lovely gift. Brad, this can be yours.
Rain or shine, this beautiful full-length coat of blue sheared and grooved dyed French rabbit. And in case of a sudden downpour, it reverses to a water-repellent lining. Furnished by Dicker & Dicker of Beverly Hills. And it's normally priced at $1,850, but it can be yours today for just $16 on sale of the century.
Well, that's very lovely, Brad. You're a single fellow, but do you have a girl who might be interested in that jacket?
Yeah, I think she'd probably like that.
Possibly the
like?
price doesn't interest you. $16 is so expensive for a fur coat. $9 might be a good price for it. $9. It's $18.50. You can have it for $9. I want to be fair, Brad. I offered Laura. I'm going to offer you the same amount. Must be fair and equal. Put this into the pocket of the coat. $500 in cash, and it's yours for $9. Going once?
How's my lead, Jim?
You have a $5 lead.
Fair.
Gotta cost you something if you buy it.
Yeah.
$7. $7 and $500 in cash. Going
Tough deal.
$700 in cash with the $7. Now, going, and no sale. Does not want it. He's hanging on to a $5 lead over the champion. If he hangs on to it, she does not go to Paris. We'll be back. In a bit of trouble. She is trailing by $5 at 55. Brad in the lead at 60 and Robin at 34. She lived in the White House longer than any other first lady. Laura.
Eleanor Roosevelt.
Roosevelt is right. You are in a tie for the lead. H.G. Wells' novel, The War of the Worlds, was made into a terrifying... Brad.
Radio show? 1934?
Name the actor-writer responsible for that broadcast, Orson Welles. Took a chance with an early buzzer, and it cost you $5. A strong drink consisting of various types of rum shares its name with a voodoo term. Robin.
A zombie.
Yes, indeed, for The Walking Dead, a zombie it is. I think 2 of those that'll make you feel like a zombie. Last crack of the fame game board. Just 7 famous faces up there, and behind one of them is $25. So very important for the champion, Laura. What's my name? I am a church begun about the year 1042. I am one of the best examples of Gothic architecture. My official name is the Collegiate Church of St. Peter, and it is considered a great honor to be buried within me. Air raids damaged part of me in World War II, but I was rebuilt. Laura.
Westminster Abbey.
That's right. Westminster Abbey it is. Laura, this may be the biggest pick of the board that you've ever had. Who do you want?
Hervé Villacase.
And behind Hervé Villacase, we have $25.
I'm kind of lucky all of a sudden.
Pressure on. Laura, just to add a little more to you, you now have enough money for the trip to Paris. You are closing in on something else you liked. You've got $85, another $98. You'd have that diamond ring. 3 questions left. How many squares are there on a checkerboard? Brad?
9.
No, 64. You lose $5. In Arlington National Cemetery, over which president's honored grave burns an eternal... Laura?
John F. Kennedy.
An eternal flame Kennedy it is, that's right. The last question. The Grand Ole Opry is headquartered in the capital of Tennessee. Yes, Laura?
Nashville.
Nashville is right. You've got $95 and another win. Laura, back to you in a moment. Got to say goodbye to Robin and Brad. Robin, you did very well picking up the keyboard, the book gift certificate, $300 in cash as well. And with $39 in front of you, you were over $1,400 in cash and prizes. A profitable stay. Brad, you gave it a good fight, but you didn't pick up anything along the way. You got $50 in cash. Thank you for a fine game. And for all of our players, we had this.
This beautiful emblem is a memento of your appearance on Sale of the Century.
Now, Laura is just $3 away from a diamond ring. She has enough for a trip to Paris. What's she going to do? We'll be back. You have done what two previous champions couldn't do. You are... Two men, that's right. Yeah, two men. You have to remind me.
That's right.
She is at the point where she could take the trip to Paris, if you'd like. Big decision. Ready to go shopping?
I sure am.
Let's go back and do some shopping. Here we go. Laura, this is the point, as well you know. Banking the money that you have already, you have $247. So that means you do have enough money. You can take this and leave us.
April in Paris or any other month you may choose for your 5-day stay in this romantic city. We'll fly you when it gets there from Los Angeles, and then 7 days cruising the canals of southern France, furnished by American Express Vacation Store. And we'll also include $1,200 in cash, normally priced at $6,608. Yours for only $185 on Sale of the Century.
Oh, that is a lovely trip. That can be yours if you want to take it. However, you could play on. Now, I mentioned the diamond ring, and forgive me about that, because every 5 shows we change our merchandise back here, and of course on Monday everything will change. You are within $3 of the next thing up the line. It will not be the diamond ring, but I think it might interest you. Jay?
Laura, if you or someone you know likes to be pampered, try this. A natural American lynx coat. Defini designs this classic vertically designed full-length coat with wing collar, furnished by Dicker & Dicker of Beverly Hills. Normally priced at $10,000. Yours for only $250 on Sale of the Century.
So you are $3 away from that $10,000 coat if you should choose to play on, and of course you must win. And you will also have this as the next thing up the line from that.
It's Fleetwood's Tioga Aero, fully self-contained motor home. Cali includes refrigerator, range, and sink. Sleeping accommodations for 4 people, furnished by Fleetwood. Normally priced at $24,000. Yours for only $335 on Sale of the Century.
And you already have $247, so you are very close to that. The way you're playing, who knows? You could, if you wanted to, keep winning, walk away with this.
And it's a beauty, the Mercedes-Benz 300 ST Turbo Diesel Automobile. 4-speed automatic transmission, air conditioning, AM/FM stereo with cassette player, furnished by Otto Stiegler. Normally priced at $42,295. Yours for only $420 on Sale of the Century.
So, this is where we stand. You have enough money for that. Come on, Laura, let's go over there with that trip, because I know you've been eyeing this. Gregorio has, remember, what was it, $1,200 in cash that goes with the trip? Hang on to that. I know you've been eyeing the trip. You have enough money for the trip. You've also, the last 2 days, you've said, what, you don't want to make this decision by yourself?
No.
Well, you
My
don't.
mother's always good advice.
Yeah? Oh, let's get your mother up here to give you some advice. Come on up here. All right.
What should I do?
Come on up. Come up here so we can see it. Now, your mom is giving advice. What kind of advice is Mama giving?
Well, she has a dear friend in Paris. She's wanted to go back. She was too little the last time she was in France to remember, so I think you should go to Paris.
So Mom thinks she should go to Paris. She maybe wants to go for the fur coat. Maybe. Well, the question now is it going to be Mom's advice or what? Laura, 10 seconds to make up your mind. Are you going to Paris or are you going to play on? All right, Laura Chambers, what's it going to be?
I want to go to Paris.
You're going to go to Paris. All righty. Enjoy it. Laura, you got the trip to Paris, the cash with the trip to Paris, everything else you picked up along the way. Laura's leaving us with $8,558 in cash and merchandise. Congratulations. Mom, why don't you go along with her and have a good time? Have a nice weekend. I'm Jim Perry. We'll see you on Monday on Sale of the Century.
Some members of our studio audience and some departing contestants will receive enhanced shampoo and conditioner with moisturizers for soft, shiny, responsive hair that does just what you want it to. Enhances. And from across the Pacific comes Hawaiian Tropic natural tanning lotions and oils, plus this attractive Hawaiian Tropic inflatable raft. Plus, Diddy Moore Beef Stew has hearty carrots and potatoes with chunks of beef and rich gravy. Diddy Moore Beef Stew, the real meat and potatoes meal from Hormel. And there's a Chore Boy for every chore. Plastic puffs designed to clean casseroles and no-stick surfaces without scratching. Chore Boy plastic puffs, more scour to you. Plus, the service merchandise gift certificate, famous brand name items select from our 500-page catalog or redeem it at one of our showrooms, furnished by Service Merchandise. All prizes are manufacturer suggested retail value and are correct at the time of recording. This is Jay Stewart speaking.